Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Escoffier Online. My name is Chef Caesar. Today I'm going to make for you a bananas Foster French toast. Bananas Foster were first invented in 1951 in New Orleans by Paul Blanche. And back then, this was the port of entry for all the bananas coming to the United States from South America. So they have plenty of that, bananas. So they came up with this. It's a dessert, but today we're going to use it to top our French toast. And it's usually, done at table side, flambe. When flambe was very popular, you would bring a little cart to it, side of the table at the end of your dinner, and the waiter would make these bananas right in front of you. And it's usually served with vanilla ice cream, but today we're just gonna put over our French toast. And I mean, could be a breakfast. Or anytime. I got a sweet tooth. I would eat this anytime, to be honest with you. So let's start by making our batter before we go to start showing you how to make the bananas themselves. Let's start by making our batter for our French toast. So I got some my dried ingredients here. I got some sugar here. I got some flavored sugar that Chef Susie made a couple weeks ago. This is a vanilla flavored sugar, and there's a video there. You guys want to know how to make flavored sugars? It's really easy, and this one is really great. It's got vanilla bean in there. It's awesome. So I'm gonna put my dried ingredients in here. Okay, got a little. These are little specks from vanilla. I got some ground cinnamon. I also like to put little orange zest in mine. Give it a little citrus flavor. You don't have to. There's a lot of recipes out there, but I like to add a little, zest. And feel free to ask questions along the way. I can hear you guys now, so I'm only going to do about half an orange, okay? So, because otherwise it'd be too much. Okay. Now I'm going to add a little pinch of salt here. Okay. Makes this really good. Okay. We always start with mixing our dried ingredients. Now I'm going to put some of my eggs here. I got 4 eggs here. Okay. Third way. Okay. Next, I'm gonna add some vanilla. Okay. Let's whisk the eggs really good before I add my cream. It's easy to whip them up really good. Otherwise, if you add the cream, you got too much liquid in there, and it's hard to. You want to incorporate the egg yolks and the egg whites really good. You don't want to see any egg whites in there. It's like when you're making your omelet. Remember, you have to really whip it really good. So when you cook it, you don't see little white specks all over. And this smells so really good already with that, orange zest. Okay, now I'm going to add about 1 cup of cream. You can also use milk. I like my batter to be a little, thicker side. That way it sticks a little better to the bread. But you can also use milk as well. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. We're going to whip it up really good. I think it's ready, and I'm gonna put it into a shallow dish. This way, when I dip my bread, it's easy to flip over instead of in the bowl. So I'm gonna put it in a shallow dish like this. As you can see, it's nice and blended together really good. Okay. Now I'm putting it to the side. And for the bread itself, I'm using some challah bread, which is an egg bread. You can use, French bread or even a brioche or even white bread. Try to get the thickest bread you can find. This one I'm gonna slice. I'm gonna be able to slice. But usually day old bread, it's a little crusty. It works best the way it kind of soaks up. And you want the French toast to be nice and crispy on the outside and soft in the middle. So I'm gonna slice this right before. Okay, this is really nice. Okay, this should be good enough. I'm gonna put them to the side right now. Now let's concentrate with bananas now. And when you pick the bananas, you don't want them to be too ripe because, as you know, heat changes the structure of the fibers in the product. So, I mean, bananas are really soft as it is. So you want them to get them a little underripe like this one's here. Otherwise, when you cook them, you're going to end up with some banana puree. You don't want that. You want to still have the texture. And you can take them out of the pan when you're cooking this. So that way, you reduce the sauce to the consistency you want, and you're not overcooking the bananas. I'm going to show you that. So I'm going to probably use 2 bananas right now. Okay. So you can see they kind of, when you peel the skin off, they're kind of crunchy, and this is what you want. You don't want them to be too ripe. Otherwise, they're going to, break up on you. You see that? This is perfect. And even though flambé is not so popular anymore, you can still make a nice dish. We're going to cut them in half. I'm going to cut them, lengthwise. Okay. You can feel it when you're cutting these bananas. It's still a little hard. You see? Look at that. You can even look at my knife, and it's not going through really quick, or it's really easy, I should say. So a couple bananas there. And I got my ingredients over here. I'm using some brown sugar. I got some whole butter here. I got some cinnamon. I'm using a cinnamon stick to infuse some flavor in the sauce. You can also use powdered cinnamon or cinnamon powder. And I got some nutmeg fresh I'm going to use. So let's start by putting some of the cinnamon. Let's do the butter first here. A couple ounces of butter. Okay, we throw our brown sugar here. And then we're going to flambé this. Remember, if you guys using a gas range, you wouldn't need a lighter. I do that because I don't have gas. If you're at home, once you put the rum in there, it's going to lit up. Because you just want to pull the pan a little bit back when you put the rum, and it's going to light up. So be careful. You don't need to use like I say, a lighter. Okay. So we're going to make our sauce here. I'm also going to throw the cinnamon stick right away so it starts to, infuse some flavor in there. I'm also going to throw some of this banana liqueur. I'm going to put some of this freshly ground nutmeg in here. If you don't have fresh, you can use, ground nutmegs, fine, but fresh always works, better, I think. All right, that should be good enough. Okay, now we're gonna make sure you don't keep the flame too high. We're gonna dissolve the sugar really good. If you keep it on low at the beginning, that way you don't okay. Now we're gonna add our bananas here. Okay. I'm going to use my tongs here. Okay. We want to cook them a little bit on both sides. Just put them in the flat side first, and then a couple minutes. And I'm going to take them out of the pan so they don't overcook like I was talking about. I'm just going to cook them before I'm going to flambe those with the rum I got over here. And I'm using some dark rum here. You can use any other kind, but this works good. This is Captain Morgan spice rum. And this is going to give a really nice flavor as well to the sauce. Okay. And the bananas are going to start to get soft right away, so be careful not to cook them too long. You can see that when you flip them over, you can, right away you see they're getting soft. So okay, now I'm going to add some of this rum here. Okay. Look at that. It's nice.
Chef, will Myers dark rum work too?
Hello there.
Hi, Chef.
Good morning. How are you? Who's that?
Good. My name is Shirley. Will Myers dark rum, will it work too? Myers dark rum.
Oh, it's a dark rum. Yeah, it's a Captain Morgan dark rum I'm using.
Myers?
Myers, yeah. You can use Myers rum too.
Thanks, Chef.
So yeah, you can use any kind of rum. I just picked this spice because I had it at home, and for cooking I just grabbed it. But you know, if you use Myers, there's all different kinds out there. You know, you can use a chipper one too if you like. So we're cooking the bananas. So you can tell they're getting soft now, and I'm gonna cook them a little bit longer here. Then I want to take them off. I won't take them off the pan because they're like nice still. But if they're getting too soft, you want to put them in the plate and put them aside. So, okay. Now I'm gonna take my pan off the heat here because I'm gonna start, you know, doing the French toast itself. And they're gonna keep getting soft, you know, these bananas once I take them off because I got them in the sauce. So, okay, let's do that. Now I got my pan here. I'm gonna rinse my tongs so I can flip the French toast. And I'm using a non-stick pan. I'm sure you got, you know, if you have a griddle at home, it works too. Okay. I'm gonna soak some of this slice of bread here. If you like it really soft, you want to soak it for a few minutes. But if you just want to, you know, a couple minutes on each side. But I'm just gonna go real quick because I don't really like it to be too soggy in the middle. Okay. So there you go. I got my bread soaking in the batter. I got some clarified butter. You guys can use whole butter if you want, but remember, clarified butter works good because it, you know, doesn't burn as quick as whole butter does. Okay. There you go. Got some rum in there. So we're heating up our butter here. Then we're just gonna put one piece in here. Hopefully I can fit this other one in there too. I should have got a bigger pan for this. This slices are kind of big. So I'm gonna try to squish this big one in there too. There you go. As you can see, the bread soaks up the liquor right away, so there you go. Oh, I was able to squeeze 3 pieces in there. Look at that. Now we're gonna get it. We want to get it nice and golden brown before we flip it over. As you can see, this is a very easy process, you know, to making. And you can make the batter maybe, you know, a day before, keep it in the refrigerator. You don't want to keep it too long, just one day, because you have eggs in there, so it really doesn't stay, you know, too long. But make sure you, if you want to make it a day before, go right ahead. Okay. I'm sure at home, if you have a bigger skillet, you might be able, like the electric ones. There's some electric ones that some of you might have. You can fit more pieces in there. I got this little one, but look at that. It's nice and it smells really nice when you cook it at the French toast. Look at that. As you can see, making the bananas, and they're like. There's some sauce. The consistency is really nice. You don't want to get it too thick, so it's kind of syrupy. And we're gonna put this over our French toast once the French toast is ready. Okay, so. And not necessarily has to be a breakfast, you know, this could be a dessert too, you know, you want to make it, you know, at night times, a type of dessert, you can, you know, most of the time, you know, we associate like French toast with breakfast, but, you know, when you're using something like this, you know, you can make it as a dessert and add some ice cream if you want to, so. So I'm going to turn the heat off right here, so it's going to finish cooking in the pan, and I'm going to bring back my bananas in here so I can heat up the sauce a little more before I plate them. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready to put my French toast in my plate, and then we're gonna top this with nice bananas that I got in here. So we're gonna, you know, okay. Look at that, nice big fluffy. Then we'll do the little one at the end. Now we have our bananas ready here. We're gonna put some of this over the top. As you can see, it's still they hold the shape really nice. So you want to use the bananas that are not that, you know, too ripe. Okay. Okay. Look at that. And you want to put some of the sauce over there. Uh-oh. I'm going to take this cinnamon stick out of here. I don't want it in there. Maybe I can put a couple more pieces in here. Look at that. Now we're going to top this with some pecans. I got some. So you guys can see this. It's very easy. Put some powdered sugar. Okay. I got some nice strawberry here. Do you guys have any questions before we wrap this up? Before I start eating my breakfast over here?
Instead of using sugar, could you use a substitute?
What was that?
Could you use a substitute sugar like Spiriva for the sugar?
Oh yeah, you can. You can use whatever you want. You just want to make a, yeah, if you want to use that, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm using just regular powdered sugar, but if you want to use something different, you know, that's fine too. Anybody else?
Chef, can you use a different kind of banana like plantain?
You can use plantains, but those are going to take a little longer to cook because they're like, you know, they're really green. So you can use plantains, but make sure you slice them a little thinner because you don't want them to be too hard. You want to have a nice texture, but not too hard. But yeah, you can use plantains if you like.
Thanks, Chef.
Oh, you're welcome. Anybody else? Well, thank you for being here this morning. I'm really excited. I want to, you know, next week or the following week, we're going to make some homemade turkey burgers. I'm going to show you how you don't have to buy them anymore frozen. You can make your own at home. It's really easy to do. So just like you saw me doing this, everything is easy as long as you love to cook.
Thanks, Chef. You have a good day.
Thank you for being here. Yes.
It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, looks good. Thank you.
Have a nice day, folks. Now, thanks a lot.
You too.
You too, Chef.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.